I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. The special purpose acquisition company, which was supposed to merge with Trump Media, continues to be a complete and utter disaster. Donald Trump's Truth Social continues to crash and burn. The most recent example, a filing by the special purpose acquisition company, the vehicle that's supposed to merge with Truth Social, states that its financial accounting should not be relied upon. And it also mentions that NASDAQ, where it is listed, has given it a notice that it intends to delist Digital World Acquisition Company from the exchange if these errors are not immediately addressed. And by the way, this has been a frequent occurrence of Digital World Acquisition Company and Trump Media. Let's pull up the SEC filing from May 25th by Digital World Acquisition Company. Let's just go to the section item 4.02, non-reliance on previously issued financial statements. And let's just read from the document that the organization just filed with the SEC. It says the following: the management of the company, in consultation with its advisors, identified an error related to the accounting for certain expenses in the previously issued financial statements as of and for the year ending December 31, 2022. On May 18th, 2023, the company's audit committee concluded, after discussions with the company's management and its advisors, that the company's audited financial statements as of and for the year ending in December 31, 2022, included in the company's annual report on Form 10-K, should no longer be relied upon due to the error described above and should be restated. The company plans to restate the financial statements identified above in the company's annual report on a Form 10-KA, Form 10-KA, to be filed with the SEC as soon as practicable. The company's management has concluded that in light of the error described above, a material weakness exists in the company's internal control over financial reporting, and that the company's disclosure controls and procedures were not effective as of December 31, 2022. The company's remediation plan with respect to such material weakness will be described in detail in the Form 10-KA with the SEC. The company's management and audit committee have discussed the matters disclosed in this current report in Form 8-K pursuant to this item with its independent registered public accounting firm. Just want to read one important portion there one more time. That the company's management concluded that in light of the error described above, a material weakness exists in the company's internal controls over financial reporting. You think when you do a deal with Donald Trump, don't you think that this is going to happen each and every time? And going up to the paragraph before, it talks about this material error in their previous financial statements that they publicly reported to the SEC on investors that they say can no longer be relied upon. And by the way, this has been a frequent occurrence for Digital World Acquisition Company, which is supposed to merge with Trump Media. Let's take a look what happened last week. On May 16th, 2023, the organization was supposed to file its 10Q, which is its quarterly report, but it couldn't file its quarterly report. It says the registrant, the company, is unable to file its Form 10Q for the quarterly period ending in March 31, 2023, within the prescribed period without unreasonable effort or expense because additional time is needed to prepare the financial statements for the quarterly period ending March 31, 2023, right? So the first form that I read you was from May 25th of 2023, where they disclosed to the SEC that their financial statements for the year ending December of 2022 cannot be relied upon material weaknesses in their financial procedures. The week before that, on May 16th, still, they failed to file their 10Q quarterly report on time, and they informed the SEC in this filing that they missed that deadline. By the way, we can go back to each filing, and this consistently takes place because this is a pattern with anything associated with Donald Trump. And then I know he'll whine about it and say, oh, the deep state's out to get me. No, I am reading the financial filings that the company that you are merging with has put out. These are the collective words of this merged or purportedly supposed to be merged entity. Okay, so this, for example, is from April 25th of 2023. And what happened was Digital World Acquisition Company at that point in time had failed to file its 10K, its annual report. And the next day, on April 26th, it finally files its annual report, which, as I've just described, had material errors in it, was completely false. But this is what they wrote on April 25th to the SEC. On April 19, 2023, Digital World Acquisition Corp., a Delaware corporation, received a notice from the Listing Qualification Department of the NASDAQ stock market stating that the company is not in compliance with the NASDAQ rules because it has not yet filed its annual report on Form 10K for the period ending in December 31st, 2022 with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Under NASDAQ's rules, the company has 60 calendar days or no later than June 20th, 2023 to submit a plan to regain compliance. And so the plan they submitted to regain compliance was the 10K report, which now on May 25th, they say was materially false and had information that people should not rely on. I mean, is everything that Donald Trump associated with a fraud like this? Is everything have all of these errors over and over again and complete and utter incompetence? By the way, when you go through the 10K that was filed a month ago on April 26th, it mentioned the various criminal investigations that Digital World Acquisition Company and Trump Media are involved in, with grand jury subpoenas that have been sent and individuals from the company being interviewed. There was a whistleblower who used to work within Trump Media, somebody by the name of Will Wilkerson, who provided all of this information to the SEC and the DOJ, alleging all of this fraudulent conduct took place in violation of SEC rules and in violation of multiple criminal statutes. Also in the 10K filing, it mentions all of these SEC and FINRA investigations that are taking place. And of course, there was a Washington Post article recently that we covered here on the MeidasTouch network, which talked about how the former CEO of Digital World Acquisition Company arranged a very shady loan from a bank in the Caribbean island of Dominica that was given to Trump Media right as Trump Media was about to go bankrupt with very questionable ties. Donald Trump then filed last week a completely frivolous defamation lawsuit against Washington Post. Trump hired some solo practitioner who practices workers' compensation law in Tampa to sue the Washington Post for $3.2 billion, basically arguing that it's the Washington Post that caused all of these prospective damages from Trump media. By the way, on Trump's financial disclosures in connection with his run for the Republican nomination, he disclosed that the valuation of Trump media was from $5 to $25 million. Meanwhile, the target company that Digital World Acquisition Company is supposed to merge with, based on their own financial disclosures, has at least $400 million, valued at least $400 million to $2 billion. So Digital World Acquisition Company's own criteria is violated by Trump media. And I've always talked about how this Trump media, which controls Truth Social, just is the perfect demonstration of what Trump does to everything, like not paying his vendors, multiple criminal investigations, SEC investigations, whistleblowers come out to report about the chaos that's taking place within the organization, and also some sheer incompetence, like the fact that Trump media never even got the trademark to Truth Social in the first place. And by the way, I think if you look at the data, I read a report recently that said that Truth Social has about 10 million unique visitors for the entire, not even unique visitors, 10 million visits. Not even unique visitors, 10 million visits for the entire month on the platform. Just to give you context there, more people watch MeidasTouch Network videos in 48 hours than go on Trump media, apparently, based on that data in the full month. But there you have it, folks. And I read for you the own reporting, the self-reporting to the SEC. So anytime Trump whines and complains and sues somebody for defamation, it's like it is in your own reports that this misconduct is taking place. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers thanks to your awesome support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch, and wherever you get audio podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. Have a great day and hit subscribe on our YouTube channel.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.